Well, good morning. Today we're starting off just outside of Brewster on the upper Columbia River. I'm here today again with Shane Magnuson, and we're fishing the area known as Pelican, which is just around the corner from the mouth of the Okanagan River. And we're looking for summer run kings today. And we've already got one in the boat, Shane.
Yeah, first thing this morning before you get that camera on in the dark.
That's right. Too dark to see, but the fish found our bait. I like that. Now this has been a favorite area this time of year in August on the upper Columbia River. And these kings, they start to migrate and move around, and not long we'll be able to catch kings all the way up to Bridgeport on this stretch of the Columbia River. And the one in the box we got is about 14 to 15 pounds.
Yes. Yeah.
And Shane, of course, is offering a variety of tasty tidbits to these kings today. We're running super baits. You've got a nice big wiggling plug back there. And again, you've probably got those baits loaded with tuna fish and a little bit of your secret sauce.
Oh, gotta have the secret sauce.
That's right. That Graybill's Guide formula. Everything gets a touch of that before it goes in the water. Now, let me ask you a couple of questions that might help out another angler if he's going to try to fish this area for kings. What depth are you running? You've got a variety of depths out here, but what's a general rule of thumb up here?
General rule of thumb up here this time of year, because the river is a little warmer, we typically run more in the 20 to 30 foot range.
Okay.
We're going a little deeper than we would earlier in the season.
Yes.
We picked up that fish this morning at 27.
Okay.
And you can go through the rods. We're at 27, 21, and actually 31. So it kind of gives it a wide range, and then if you can narrow it down, you start catching fish at one particular depth, and you can target.
Very good. I also see that you're running flashers ahead of your baits too.
Oh yes, and the flashers, you know, they provide that little extra action to the bait. It's going to make that thing pulsate and create that nice aggressive bite. And it's also a little attraction in front of the bait too.
Right. Now, and again, this time of year, this particular area, this is a crack of dawn fishery. The mouth of the Okanagan, the Brewster Pool, traditionally is a very early morning bite. This time of year we got on the water about 4:30. Sometimes that's even earlier.
Oh yeah, you know, it's all depends on when they're running water, when the bite is. Now, typically they're going to bite first light, and you know, as we get into the fall time, that's going to be later and later. But
Yes.
that first light is when they get most active.
Absolutely. This particular area, of course, we kick off our season July 1st, and you'll find a lot of anglers working this area starting then, all the way through August, in September, and even into October before the season closes, about the middle of the month. This particular stretch of the Columbia River is very productive for kings, right into the steelhead season. And so if you want to find some exciting action for king salmon on the upper Columbia, the Brewster area is a good place to start looking.
Excellent area. They will catch them all the way to the end.
That's right. Big fish, lots of them. We like it.
Just came off.
Well, we've made a little change of scenery. You know, we picked up a nice fish up there by Pelican. Now we've moved down, and we are just below the mouth of the Okanagan River now, fishing in the Brewster Pool. And
Yes.
didn't take you long to find a fish here either.
No.
Boy, we had a fish within 5 minutes of getting the gear down here.
Oh yeah.
Now, have you changed your depth that you use down here?
Yeah, we're fishing a little deeper. We're fishing in the 30 to 40 foot range. Dropped it down a little bit. The water coming out of the Okanagan is very warm, and those fish tend to sit a little deeper in this channel.
Right. Now, also, I wanted to ask you about the speed you're trying to maintain.
we're maintaining a speed of 1.2 to 1.8, kind of just creeping along here.
Right.
Again, with this warmer water, not a lot of oxygen. The fish are extremely aggressive.
Right.
And so we kind of just putt our way through here and try to stay through the channel and wait for one to go.
Well, good. Well, it worked early when we got here, so we're going to stick with this strategy and catch a couple more kings here at the Brewster Pool. No one is happy about having to repair a vehicle after an accident. However, I was very happy when I chose First Choice Collision Center when I needed this service. I can't say enough about how they treated me. Fast and friendly just doesn't say enough. They have amazing technology to make a damaged vehicle look like new. At First Choice Collision Center, you can expect modern service with old-fashioned values. That was my experience, and I'm sure it will be yours too.
No matter where anglers are heading, whether it's Banks Lake, Lake Roosevelt, or Rufus Woods Reservoir, they all make the same stop. That's at Big Wally's in Coulee City. Here they find everything they need for a successful day on the water: fuel, ice, a tackle shop, and people who know what they're selling behind the counter, state and tribal licenses, even a hot breakfast or lunch. When you're on the go, don't forget to stop at Big Wally's and visit their website at bigwallysfishing.com.
Hooked on Toys!
Summer on salmon season is in full swing now, and you're not fishing right if you don't have a good selection of colors of the Super Bait and Super Bait plug cut lures. More salmon are taken on the Upper Columbia with these lures than anything else, and you can find them at the best prices and with the best selection at Hooked on Toys in Wenatchee. Get ready for action. Fish the Super Bait and Super Bait plug cut from Hooked on Toys.
Hooked on Toys!
Yeah, that's a good bid. Oh yeah.
Well, Shane, here we are. We've made another change of scenery.
We're moving around a lot today, Dave.
We are moving. You will go anywhere that the fish are.
Well, and everywhere they're not, too.
Shane was disappointed in the action at Pelican, so we moved down off the mouth of the Okanagan, fished the Brewster Pool, lost a nice fish there, landed another one not so nice, and this has been your pattern actually for just recently. Now we've dropped down. Just ahead of us is Wells Dam. We're fishing above Wells Dam right now. Now, a lot of anglers here in Central Washington are very familiar with the water below Wells Dam, fishing off the bar or in the Big Eddy on the opposite shore. But Shane, you found that fishing above the dam now is a pretty good place to find good numbers of kings.
It really is. They stack up here. It's easy water to fish. You troll back and forth. You can run gear very effectively all day long, and you can get them to bite.
Yep. Now another thing about fishing above the dam here is I noticed that Shane has made a pretty good shift in technique and has gone to fishing straight herring.
Yeah, you know, we've switched over to herring, a little colder water. They seem to be on a good herring bite down here. So, you know, we're still running a super bait and flasher and things because they still do bite those down here too. But we are running some rods with some herring, and that's been very successful.
Right. These are plug cut herring, so that they got a good tight span out here. And now, what sort of depth do you go to when you're fishing in this general area?
You know, Dave, I've caught them up here anywhere from 11 feet down on the rigger down to 40.
Oh,
so
okay.
you kind of want to play with it, but generally 15 to 25 is typically where you're going to find them, and then go from there.
Keep an eye on your depth sounder, find out where they're laying, and make your adjustments as you need to. Well, again, it's a very pleasant place to fish, much like fishing at the Brewster Pool, which a lot of people prefer. There's not a lot of boat traffic. You're not dealing with a lot of current. So it's an easier place to fish, but also you can count on holding some big kings above Wells Dam.
All right, hey, we hooked a fish, didn't we, Dave?
That guy was hungry. Oh man, he's tearing.
Right over here. make it change. I want you to sit down. Come back over my head. Down and to the right. Turn your body. Turn your body. This way. Down. Down. Down like that? Yep. We gotta slowly drag him back out here. Hold on, hold on.
He doesn't want to be drugged.
That fish creamed it. There you go. Now I'll start working. There you go. There you go. We waited a while, but I think we hooked a good one.
It looks like it. He's stubborn.
You hooked Moby Dick?
I don't know. That thing's...
He's concentrating.
That got sucked into the one of the turbines.
we hooked a turbine.
I thought, what's that noise?
That's no.
Hasn't made that sound in a while. Right over my head. All the way to the side. Hold it off to the left. Nice fish. Just what we've been waiting for, Little one? Yeah, it's a little guy. Little baby fish? Little baby. Can't be switch sides of the boat. Yes, sir. Step back a little bit. Just gonna take our time here.
Ooh. Ooh.
What you got there?
He didn't like the looks of that boat, did he?
No. Let him run. If he wants to run, let him run. Don't point that rod at him. Put that up.
I told you, a couple minutes.
There you go. We hooked a good one, Dave.
Yeah, this is a tough fish.
You just keep working. You're doing good. How you doing? Good? 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 Yeah. That'd be good when I get him in the net for you. Just take your time.
Yeah.
I see an awfully big flash down there. Take your time. Straight up.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Don't get nervous now, Greg.
Step back a little bit. Do a thing. Up. Walk back over here. That's a nice fish. Straight up. Nice up, steady pressure. Just take your time. Beautiful fish. Up, up. Reel down. Up.
Oh my.
Pull some line off there.
Oh
I
man.
got him in a net there when we were about to go.
I think that one was worth the wait. I think that one was worth the wait.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
That one was worth the wait.
Look at that.
Hey, God.
Now that.
Oh.
Now that.
Where's the camera, Greg?
It's in the bag there. That's a nice Chinook.
Oh. Oh, man.
I saw them over there earlier. I don't know. I got it.
He's just got that one trailing hook. Good job, Greg.
Now that's a nice Chinook.
Whoa.
Give it, Shane. Give the camera big, buddy. You're welcome. He's the man. He's the man.
Your Town Ford is kicking off the season with the best deals of the year. It's the Built Ford Tough Truck event. Great power and amazing fuel economy means no compromises. And that's what you get in a truck built Ford Tough, like the Ford F-150 with a powerful and efficient EcoBoost engine. The power you want and the economy you need. Or Ford Super Duty with its amazing 6.7-liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. If you're looking for power, payload, towing economy, your Town Ford's got the truck for you. Head to your Town Ford in East Wenatchee.
The goal of Battery Systems is to provide the best products combined with the most efficient service at competitive prices. I've found their people live up to this, so don't buy anything without talking to them. You should make their batteries and accessories your choice to power your vehicles and boats. This is Dave Graybill, and I choose Battery Systems to keep me running onshore and on the water. To find a Battery Systems product expert in a location near you, log on to batterysystems.net.
When you're fishing in Banks Lake, Lake Roosevelt, even Rufus Woods, the place to stay is at Coulee Playland in Electric City. They have camping and RV hookups right on the water. There's a launch with fuel and one of the best tackle shops in the area. You can get your state and tribal fishing licenses right there. Coulee Playland has been the friendly place to stay for fishermen for decades, and if you haven't camped there yet, you'll learn why. Call for reservations at 509-633-2657. Be sure to visit their website at CouleePlayland.com.
The Evinrude E-Tech. It's a dream come true.
For E-Tech engine sales and service and repair of all boats and motors, call Lyle's Boats and Motors in Cashmere, 663-5191.
Realizes I just stuck.
I stuck my mouth into something, huh?
Yeah. So wait a minute. That's a nice little fish. Yeah, to the right there. There we go. More out like that purple. Ah, he's figured out what mine's all about. Didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He went, oh, oops, I messed up. That rod, don't have that rod quite so vertical.
Okay.
A little more out.
Thank you.
Go down. Right there, about. Stop, go down. There you go. That's how we're up right there.
All right.
And then I want you to go down from there and then bring up to about that point.
Okay.
I don't want to come up above your head.
Okay.
Perfect. Start to roll out. Not quite as big as the last one.
No.
But it'll work. Got a hook to the fin on one of the hooks. Back up.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah? I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Hi, I'm Dave Graybill, the Fishin Magician, and I'm sitting in front of the Lake Pateras Inn. Lake Pateras Inn is one of the most convenient places you can stay if you like to fish for salmon or steelhead on the Upper Columbia River. You can moor your boat at the dock, or there are 2 ramps within yards. They have outdoor power so you can charge your electric motor. Rooms are clean and comfortable and very affordable. Everything you need is right here at the Lake Pateras Inn. We live in an area that's just made for boating fun, and to enjoy it, you need to stop by Bob File Boats and Motors in East Wenatchee. They have 100 new boats in stock, and they have the best used boat inventory in Eastern Washington. From 28-foot cruisers to 6-foot dinghies, they have the boat to fit your needs. They welcome trade-ins too. See what they have to offer by visiting their website at bobfileboats.com.
Bob File Boats and Motors. We're dealing. Bob File's gonna make you smile.
It's the end of the day on the Upper Columbia. Rod and Greg and Shane. Well, I know, Greg, you've been up here before and have fished this part of the Columbia with Shane. And Rod, this is your first time. What do you think about fishing the Upper Columbia River here with Shane Magnuson?
Complete enjoyment. And I'll tell you what, there's nobody up here that I know of that works harder to try and get fish in the boat for you than Shane.
I'll echo the same sentiments. It was a wonderful day. We had a good time. It was easy for me because I got a nice fish. Shane put me on a good one. And, you know, I've been here twice and I'll be back. You know, he tries hard to get you into the fish. So if you haven't come and fished with him, come. You'll enjoy it.
Well, that's great. Shane, thanks so much for having me along. It's been a while since we've been in the boat together. It was a real pleasure.
It has been a while, Dave, and I appreciate you coming up. This has been a great day, been a long day, been a great day, and always a joy to have you along and do some fishing.
Well, the end of another great day on the Upper Columbia River with Shane Magnuson and Upper Columbia Guide Services.